Hello, hello, hello. Hi, it's me. It's your boy. It's your big boy, big nig, Kishiwishi. Hello, people of the internet. It's me. In today's video, we reacted to over on the stream the growing illiteracy crisis or literacy crisis in America. Like I've mentioned it so many times. My little short, let me just say, my ranting videos. You know, my CS:GO surfing videos. Those. Like I mentioned a couple times over there about how bad it is that Gen Alpha can't read. Gen Alpha is stupid, Gen Alpha this, Gen Alpha that. But a couple days ago over on the stream, we actually sat down and watched a video of someone reacting to another video about the subject matter of why people can't read. Some of the reasons why I believe is the whole not teaching people how to phonetically pronounce things and just to remember what a word means based on context. That I'm a personal believer of that's what it is. But this video, it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a doozy, but hey, just stick in there with me, bro. Just stick it in. I mean, don't. Just I'm gonna stop talking now. Gen Alpha not being able to read, that is such an L. Like, come on, Gen Alpha. Y'all are like the people that are starting to populate my comment sections now, and I can see that. I can see that. Y'all need to actually pick up a book and read it. Audio books aren't the same as reading. I recently started reading, but it's gonna be a video for another day. We're on stream. I'm not gonna be thought-provoking on stream, but we need reaction content, slop. All right, Maury, show me the light.
Gen Alpha still can't read anything. This is gonna be bad.
Serious crisis in education today because kids are too busy 6-7ing to learn how to read at their grade level.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
The kids can't read, write, or remember anything or use their imaginations, and the teachers are wondering why.
They're feral, they can't read, they're crazy.
People are putting screens in front of their children instead of books.
Why do you need two screens?
Listen, this was the inevitable outcome, by the way. Sorry for cutting this short, but this was the inevitable outcome of iPad kids, right? Gen Z, we kind of had a, well, depending on how old you are, a childhood where we didn't have social media and iPads, and then the younger generation kind of did, but at least they had some semblance of a real life. But Gen Alpha, bro, they were born with literal technology that humans throughout history have never had access to. So this was the inevitable outcome. Let's be honest here.
I can't watch YouTube on this one.
And that is leading to not just a lack of literacy, but a lack of confidence and a great deal of anxiety.
Like, they don't know how to put things away. They don't know common decency.
Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life.
Listen, I blame the parents because the kids learn from their parents. So, you know, we have a generation full of parents who are just, for some reason, having kids knowing that they can't give their full and
No, it's 10 a.m. and I'm in Aussie. Hey, did I do that right? I'm such an asshole. Don't mind me, bro. Don't mind me.
Provided attention to these children, and they know they don't have the infrastructure or the circumstances of which a child needs to develop their mind. So what they do is just have a child, have a baby, and by the time they turn 6 months old, they hand them like a f***ing iPad. You know, it's just like, bro, what do you expect? They're being
yeah, like, bro, like, it's a little bit too early for me and Sophia to be talking about having kids, but like, we both agreed we're not putting no iPad in front of that nigga's face. Like, what the fuck? Come on, bro. Like, I remember when my cousins who are technically Gen Z, I remember when they got iPads, yo, it's like their personality changed overnight. They went from being these, like, kids that actually are curious to now just... You know it's a problem when kids go from asking questions to just yapping. Like, I feel like kids are supposed to be naturally curious, but then if you're just constantly being fed information, you just start spewing the random bullshit, which is what all the different fucking 6-7 and the different memes are. But, you know, I'm not a parent. I'm not a parent. I'm not anybody's parent yet. So don't listen to me.
Trained from day one to be a bot, like essentially being bots.
Could be at risk if something doesn't change fast.
Gen Alpha can't read anything anymore.
Of course they can.
Do you remember the days when we were in school and we were asked to do things like read books, write essays, or really just do anything that required more than 30 seconds of thinking?
Is that not normal anymore? Again, I've been out of school for like, a decade now. So is that not normal?
Whoa. How old is Maury? He's been out of school for a decade? I've only been out of school for... I've been out of regular K through 12 for like 6 years, but I went to university. So I guess I've been out of school for 2 years.
Or
but damn,
am
10
I just
years?
like...
This
Well,
nigga's
apparently
old.
at some
I thought
point
me and
since
him
then
were
we've
the same
decided
age.
that doing things like that is for losers, and we'd be better off
like
using
4
our
years
time
older than
teaching kids more important things,
Like
how to brain rot all over the place.
What? Is this something that they're actually teaching in school? What does it say? No, because why did my sister, this was from TikTok, by the way, get me a brain rot binder for Christmas? You see, you guys are setting your children up for failure. Like, I mean, it's all fun and games until your kid is like in 9th grade, can't read, can't add, can't even think in abstract concepts.
Bro. If my there's no way in hell any child of mine is not gonna be able to just spew off some very imaginative shit. Like, bro, your dad is damn near autistic. So is your mother, allegedly, projectingly. What do you mean you can't think of abstract concepts, nigga?
It's just, they're functionally a toddler, in high school.
I'm kind of joking when I say that, but not really, because I see videos like this.
So this teacher says, you're a Gen Z teacher teaching Gen Alpha who already know the 6-7 trend.
Come with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Please, don't do it. Don't do it. Nah, listen, I'm telling you, bro. I already knew this was gonna happen when we became teachers, bro. We are literally the new adults, and we are actually exacerbating the problem. Please do not teach brain rot in your classrooms. Don't do it.
It's just me and my silly little goofy brain. But is it crazy that kids know a dumb trend before they know how to count? Like, it's insane to me to think I could walk up to a Gen Alpha kid and they'd have a better chance of saying 6, 7 to me than actually knowing how to count to 6 or 7.
Literally, I think the other day I heard some little kid say 6, 7, and I first of all, I don't even know what 6, 7 even means. Apparently it came from some rap song, right? But it's just like, you ask a kid, do they know the name 6, 7? They know it. They'll do the little dance and the shimmy sha and all that. But you ask them how old they are, they'll say 6, but they're actually 7. All right. So that was a pretty bad example.
Fuck this nigga, bro. That was so corny. But yeah, like, not to it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Like, what he's talking about right here, I literally saw it in real life with my nephew. Like, literally yesterday, I was up with up at my grandparents' house, and I was visiting my nephew who was there as well. We were celebrating. Bro, what is that emoji? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hell no, that's bad, bro. Yeah, no, that is bad. Like, my nephew's 4 years old. But when I would ask him how old he is, he would say like 28, 49. Like, he would say random ages. I'm like, bro, how old are you? And he was just like, I already told you, I'm 28. And I'm like, bro, I'm 24 and I'm older than you. So how are you 28? But then when I literally asked him, oh, what letter is that at a word? And I said S. He quoted a rap song right after that. It was like, let me not say a rap song. It was like a reggaeton or some Caribbean song. But I was just like, damn, this nigga knows this song, but this nigga can't spell start. But he's 4 years old, so I'll give him grace. He's not in school yet.
Sorry, but you get the point. Like, they know the memes. They just don't understand where these memes come from. At least back in the day, in our day, right? That wasn't too long ago. I mean, our memes made sense. 21. What's 9 plus 10? 21. Like, at least the meme made funny or made sense, and it was funny because the kid was just retarded. He didn't know how to add, so it made sense. 6, 7.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize I didn't switch back to the screen. Like,
21. What's 9 plus 10? 21. Like, at least the meme made funny or made sense, and it was funny because the kid was just retarded. He didn't know how to add, so it made sense. 6, 7 literally has no meaning whatsoever.
In a way, that does feel like an appropriate reflection of our time, because Gen Alpha isn't asked to read entire books or write whole essays anymore. They're asked to write paragraphs, and sometimes they can't even do that.
Bro, when I was in high school, I'm gonna be so mad the kid was just retarded. It's not the kid now. It's not just the kid now. like, granted, I did take AP classes. You know, I gotta flex that a little bit. I did do AP in high school, but like when I was doing honors classes, like, nigga, we had to write essays, 5-paragraph minimum essays. Introduction, 3 body paragraphs, conclusion or summary. You're telling me niggas only write 1 paragraph now? Y'all are retarded, bro.
Generation.
And I blame the millennium. I blame the millennial parents. Smartest generation.
I just watched a video of a.
Yo, smartest generation, by the way. Smartest generation. Retarded. What do you mean retarded? Oh, what do I mean retarded? Like not smart. 1 paragraph? Like 1 paragraph is just like lazy. What? I blame the millennial parents. Like, the smartest generation bred the most dumbest kids. And it follows this quote where it says, whoa, strong men make good times and good times make weak men and weak men make hard times, but hard times make strong men. Millennials were the weak men that lived in the good times, and now we're in the bad times because of the millennials. I would get a 0 if I wrote 1 paragraph. I bet. Are you in the U.S.? Are you in the U.S.?
Teacher trying to tell his kids that they have to write a paragraph, not an essay, 5 sentences, and they're moaning and groaning and whining away.
I mean, you know, the crazy thing is, back in my day, when I was in elementary school, like, we wouldn't, a paragraph or 2 would be fucking, the whole class would clap. You know, that was amazing back then because we were used to writing multi-page, you know, essays and not, you know, you couldn't space them. It had to be, you know, structured properly. You couldn't, you know, your teacher would mark you down if you tried to use extra big bold letters. I know, you know, that is something we used to do, but apparently they're whining about paragraphs. That's how far we've come.
Oh my God, I gotta write 5 sentences.
And it's not like I downed some day-old bottle of haterade and came up with all of this, but there's actual data that can empirically show this is what's happening. If we look at the NAEP, which is the National Assessment of Educational Progress, 40% of 4th graders are now reading below the NAEP basic level.
And what is 4th grade?
No. Unacceptable. Another flex. I've had a 6th grade reading level since like 1st grade. Not to say that I'm stuck there, but I feel like 6th grade is like, if you can read up to a 6th grade reading level, you can participate in society. And the fact that niggas are below a 6th grade reading level, like more than 40% of Americans are below 6th grade reading level, look it up. That's crazy.
Shit, what is that, like 9, 10 or some shit? You're telling me 4th graders, 10-year-olds can't even read at their, like, bro, what are we doing? If your 10-year-old can't read.
Bro, and the thing is, that's not anything impressive. That's like the average thing in Jamaica. Because, mind you, I grew up in Jamaica. So, yeah, like, I wish I still had the trophy, but in 4th grade, they had this, like, reading competition in school. And I won for the 4th grade. Like, I won the 4th grade level reading. Like, in Jamaica, almost everybody's reading above grade level when I was back down there. I don't know. I would not be surprised if they became more retarded since I left. Just to be honest, paragraphs is actually easy. Bro, a singular paragraph, 4 sentences. See, me, I'm a yapper, especially when it comes to writing. I can yap on a piece of paper. So giving me a word limit versus a word count requirement, like, I will go up past the word count requirement, no problem. But if I gotta go underneath, like, oh, summarize this in 20 words or less, yeah, then I'm gonna have some issues. Because I like to yap.
At a 10-year-old level, then you're doing something wrong.
That's the lowest possible level, by the way. And for reference, if you're reading below the basic level, that probably means you can't identify the main point of a paragraph or a character's motivations in a story.
So we expect.
Bro, that's the shit that be pissing me off on Instagram Reels or like any fucking comment section. Reading the being the this is how you can see like people be getting into arguments in Twitter and shit. Having the basic level of reading means you can understand what you read from a paragraph. You want to know what people do nowadays? The fucking retards that they are. They will read a paragraph and it's not what the paragraph says, it's the words you use. So if you use a word that's offensive, they're just, I'm offended. Use a word that's offensive. What the fuck is wrong with you? But then it's like, bro, I literally just explained to you the usage of that said word, and you're mad at me because I just said the word. Like, are you stupid? Like, you don't understand my motivation behind what I read. Like, you're fucking stupid.
These people to one day run our economy and run our infrastructure. How is that even? Hey man, we're heading for the world of Wall-E. We're heading for the world of Idiocracy. Good movie, by the way.
Pretty much the same reading level as you see on X or on Instagram Thread. On top of that, for 8th graders, it's even worse. 1/3 of them are below basic, which is the highest percentage ever recorded in 32 years of testing. Then if you go to the place with the most educated, the smartest, the most genius humans of all time, if you go to the place where they're all hanging out, they will say the same thing. What? And of course, I'm talking about TikTok.
Oh God. Listen, I'm gonna have to blame parents and social media. You guys don't want to parent your children, your kids, and this is the outcome of that. I think, honestly, radical take, we need to start regulating who gets to have kids and who doesn't, because if we continue to allow literally anybody.
Bro, I literally said the same shit to Sophia the other day. Like, wait, I think I was on stream when I said this too. Like, imagine if we could regulate who's allowed to have kids. Like, we need to do that. Like, some people need to be sterilized. And you know what? I think certain movements to have certain people doing certain modification to themselves that make them sterile are good, because if you're mentally ill enough to change your body in that type of regard, you respectfully shouldn't have children.
To have kids at this rate, at this trajectory, the world will collapse in 100 years. Let's be honest here. Gen Alpha is the current people, who are growing, right? Oldest Gen Alpha is what, 14, 15? What's after that? Gen Beta was born like last year. They're 1 or 2 years old right now, right? If Gen Alpha is this bad, right? What will Gen Beta be? Oh my God, imagine being called Beta. You're already in for a rough beginning. Never stood a chance. Anyway.
There are a whole bunch of
I have a theory that I literally just put together in my head. I believe the smart people from Gen Z and Gen Alpha are going to be the boomers of today. So we're going to be the ones that get all the wealth once all the boomers die off. It's going to be like millennials and Gen Z taking all that shit. And then Gen Alpha and below. Well, I think Gen Alpha is cooked. I feel like Gen Alpha is going to be the new silent generation. But they're silent because they're retarded, not because of, going-ons in the world.
Teachers on there who, for lack of a better word, are saying how sucky Gen Alpha is.
The Great Depression of mental
overall comprehension in general.
It feels like
prowess.
Teaching an entire generation of weaponized incompetence. Because what do you mean you can't just reread the directions that I strained my voice to read out loud 3 times?
These people are going to be so good at being highly propagandized. We're raising a generation of people.
You see literally what I just fucking said. Literally what I just fucking said. They're gonna be the silent generation. Because think about it. During the Great Depression, do you know how rapidly politics, the geopolitical world changed during the Great Depression? That's because that generation of people were just so broken down and poor that literally any type of propaganda, any type of information to give them hope or just to push them into a specific direction, it just pushed them, and look, boom, World War II happened. So World War III is definitely gonna happen soon, and it's gonna be because of how stupid Gen Alpha is. And y'all can quote me on that shit.
Soldiers for corporate oligarchs. We're gonna use these people.
Because once all of Gen Alpha becomes 18, they're gonna be the fucking retards fighting the battles that the fucking, I swear to God, if the boomers manage to be one of the longest living generations and they're around for another 20, 30 years, I would be so mad.
To destroy the world. I already know it. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I know you guys do it all the time in the comment section, but watch it happen in 20 years. robots and AI destroying the world. This generation here, they're gonna end it all.
What do you mean you can't just look at the rubric that I made that shows you exactly how to get a grade? And I said if you even wrote a few sentences, you could get a 1, which is a D. The security guard stopped by and he was kind of like shocked at how confused the kids were. It's an alternate ending to The Outsiders. You get to do whatever you want, and you were given enough information, notice, and preparation. Now you can just sit down and write anything you want.
Yo, The Outsiders, that's a key school memory. When bro tries to cancel using a grenade.
Pony Boy does this, Johnny doesn't die, whatever you want to do. And they're just sitting there like this.
And I'm telling you, yo, this is the generation that finds the current fucking Hollywood slop that comes out entertaining. They don't have any type of fucking creative, imaginative skills. And I'm sorry if I'm talking shit. If you're in Gen Alpha, like, bro, y'all need to tighten up. Y'all need to lock the fuck in. Y'all still got like a couple more years of school to actually make your brain get better. But like, not being able to write an alternate ending, like, I'm pretty sure this was like what? Either 8th or 9th grade reading. I don't remember the specific. Or maybe even 10th grade, The Outsiders. Yeah, I definitely did that in high school. But you're telling me you can't read a story and based off of your own imagination, you can't come up with an alternate ending? Like, you're just like, oh, that's the ending of the book. Okay, I'm gonna consume the next media. Like, nigga, your brain can't do a little bit of walking around in a conceptual world. Like, yeah, no, you guys are literally bots.
I don't know how to come up with a story or something random to make an alternate. Like, this is the levels of retardation we're dealing with here. And guys, I'm letting you know, because I've said this multiple times in my videos and to my friends, I couldn't be a teacher. I would last 1 week before crashing the out. I'm sorry.
Yo. I be ready to crash out sometimes, and I be talking to my girlfriend, and that's just a 5-year age gap. You're telling me I'm gonna be, if I was a teacher, I would crash the fuck out. I would look at these kids like they're retarded. I would be like, what do you mean you don't know this word? And it's not even like them not knowing the word, but them not even putting in the effort to learn. Like, the natural curiosity just isn't there. They just want to consume content. That's stupid.
You know, the fact that you guys exist and your parents had you because, you know, they wanted, you know, to continue their quote unquote legacy with literally no plan for you in the future of what you're going to become and what you do as a developing mind. And they basically, what parents do, these modern parents, and it's been happening for a long time, but never more than before, ever right now. They're basically using school as a 7 to 8 hour free daycare provided by the state. That's essentially, it's free daycare for their kids. Literally it. And I know some parents are going to be offended by it, but hey, it's the truth.
That's true. That's true. That's so true. Yeah, I feel like a lot of I keep saying millennium. I think it. There's gonna be a video on my channel really soon about this topic because I recorded it a couple days ago. I haven't edited it yet, but I believe like millennials are the most feminist generation ever. And look at what look at the children they bred. Like, it's okay, man. English is hard. Fuck you. You may know, yeah, English hard. I'm not using the chatty English. You see, I'm from Jamaica. Me come from English really hard for me chat. Right? But like, no, millennial parents, like, having a dad being like a pushover and a pussy ass nigga, and then having a mom that just bosses you or everyone around, like, bro, that shit don't make sense. Look, because neither parent is paying attention to the kid in that type of dynamic. Like,
have plans. You don't have a future for your children.
I'll articulate myself much better in that video. Trust me.
How did we raise the first generation of kids who grew up fully online and now they can't read?
I didn't even have kids yet. These are not my kids. Gen Z kids are.
That's millennials' fault. And you know, the funny thing is, millennials are the ones that like modernized the internet too.
Probably
like they created this shit.
Yeah, beta and gamma. Gen Z's already past the threshold, right? Beta and gamma. That's, you know.
Before we go any further, I want to address something. I know that every generation says that the next generation can't do something, or they're always dogging on the generation that comes after them. People say millennials killed cursive. They say Gen Z killed phone calls. Gen Alpha.
You know, that's funny. That's so funny. Millennials killed cursive. I exclusively write in cursive because I'm one of the older Gen Z. So I guess people from like 1997 to like 2004 should be separated from the rest of Gen Z, because like us niggas, we actually read full paragraphs in school. Actually, we read full books in school.
Ability to communicate normally without referencing some dumb trend that makes everyone's IQ lower?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't talk to Gen Alpha people, so I wouldn't know. I literally do not know any Gen Alpha people at all. At best, I may have engaged with them in comment sections, calling them stupid, not knowing that they're literally 12 years old. But aside from that, yeah.
You know, dead ass.
Skibbity toilet riz, W Sigma. Livy Dunn rizzing up baby Gronk, while Duke Dennis is wittily gwittying outside, no phantom tax on Skibbity.
But in this case...
What, like, hold up.
Yo, I'm sorry for pausing this video so much, but like unironically, back in 2024, before I met my current girlfriend Sophia, I was going on dates with, not dating, I was going on dates with this girl who would fucking do that shit. Like, she would literally talk in those sentences, and that was her type of humor. And from then on, I was just like, you know what? Hit it and quit it, bro. I'm just gonna hit it and quit it. Like, I cannot make that girl my girlfriend. Like, she was too retarded. Mind you, we were only 2 years apart. How is it my current girlfriend, who has a 5-year age gap from me, is more mature than a girl who is 2 years younger than me? Let that sink in, nigga. Not even, I think she was only a year younger than me, but she was fucking retarded.
You know, as a Gen Z man myself, an elder Gen Z, I'm highly confused. I've been confused about meme culture for the past 5 years, which made me feel old as shit. But I can only imagine the people who watch my content who are like older millennials or Gen Xers and even boomers who are far more this has to be so far out of the realm of understanding and comprehension that you might as well just be from a completely different universe. I was gonna say planet, but universe. None of this makes sense to me, so I don't know how any of this makes sense to anyone else. Like, what happened to the memes like D's nuts or damn Daniel? I'm really showing my age now.
Bro, even D's nuts and damn Daniel, those memes are, I found them stupid. Like, I was never like, damn Daniel, back in the game with the white, like that shit was just so cringy to me. And that shit was like at least that was a complete fucking sentence. Damn Daniel, back at it again with the damn Daniel, back at it again. When I say again, is 2 words. Again with the white vans. That's like 10 words. 10 words that make a complete fucking sentence. And now the modern day brain rot is just a bunch of words stringed together. It doesn't make any sense.
In 2012, teen smartphone ownership crossed the 50% threshold.
Yeah.
By 2018, it was 95%.
Wow.
Who would guess that giving kids phones and allowing them to nomadically travel across the whole wide web world internet wouldn't be a good idea? Who would have guessed that?
Dangerous, by the way. I don't know if this is a
I
myth
had
or not, but I hear
unrestricted
some of the most powerful tech
See,
people.
I had unrestricted access to the internet at a young age, but the way I accessed it was through a computer, not a phone. I think that, yo, I just gave myself another video idea. Could that be what makes Gen Z different than Gen Alpha? Is the device that we use? Is she speaking English or just make up words? Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, wow, my brain. My bad. I forgot there's YouTube delay. The words that she was speaking English, but there was like made up brain rot words. I forgot, you said you're from Australia, so you probably don't see the American internet like that. I think you see more globalized internet. Yeah, American internet is very fucking brain rotted, my guy. But damn, I forgot what I was saying.
With children that they care about, don't even give them access to social media until they're
yeah. Like, I think the apparatus that you use might actually affect how smart you are, because deadass, I've had internet access since I was like 10 years old, but it was on my computer. It was like on a computer setup like this. I feel like when it's through the phone, it's more passive. You're not actively searching for it. Because I would literally go on Google for fucking hours just looking shit up. Like, I kid you not. I was just surfing literally, web surfing is not a thing anymore. How many people can say they surf the web? I used to say that I would just spend hours on the internet just going on different websites. I would watch YouTube videos telling me about cool different websites that I could go search up. Now, people aren't even doing that. You just go on Instagram and you scroll for hours on one app. You're not jumping from one thing to the next. I think that's what made a bunch of fucking early Gen Zers ADHD riddled, bruh. Like, we just used to jump around web surfing.
Like 16, right? Where their minds are fully mostly developed, where they have enough wherewithal and training to not be propagandized or
Oh, sorry, Waffle Man. English is very difficult because people be making random words. Yes, bro. I remember, I think it was 2014. That was like the first year they added an internet slang term to the dictionary. Like the word selfie was added to the dictionary. That was not in the dictionary prior to 2014, bro.
Washed by, all the extreme ideologies that are trying to recruit.
And I think Riz
online.
got added in like
honestly,
2022.
Like, if the billionaires and the millionaires aren't doing it, why are we?
Not me. I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have thought it was good. Maybe. I don't know. And here's where things start to get a little bit more interesting. The kids who took the 2024 NAEP reading test, they were in kindergarten when the pandemic started. Their entire literacy foundation was built during remote learning, Zoom fatigue, and reduced instructional time. So pretty much their whole literacy foundation.
Okay, yeah, low-key, it makes sense. Literally, COVID is the reason why we have a full generation of dum-dums. You can't even blame the kids and parents for that, low-key. You can blame the ones in power that let us stay inside, because it sounds like pseudoscience, but I don't give a fuck. I believe if we did not have lockdown during COVID would have passed through the entire population like a seasonal flu. Like, I'm pretty sure COVID got dragged out over the course of 2 to almost 3 years. Where if they just let people stay outside and do business as usual, yes, niggas would still die. But, like, I think that it would have been summer 2020, everybody got sick from COVID, and then everybody recovers by the fall. Like, that's my take. But, I'm not fucking Dr. Fauci, so don't listen to me.
Was built on a big, massive heaping pile of dung.
So yeah, the pandemic basically, on top of all the brain rot and the iPad kid generationism, has fundamentally, irreversibly destroyed the minds of almost an entire generation of people. Here we go.
Stop blaming COVID for kids not being able to read and write on grade level.
Well, COVID was part of the reason. People need to learn in person. Physical contact and mentorship is the best way. This is a big experiment. We've never had a generation full of people trying to learn exclusively online.
Let's be clear. Kids were not reading and writing on grade level before COVID. It's just that COVID exposed how bad the educational system had become at that time. But it is not COVID's fault. Teachers have been being forced to pass kids along, give away.
True, that is true.
She is cooking. You can't even fully blame
COVID for decisions at the school board.
It's as if they were purposefully making kids dumber, and then they use COVID as a means to do it even faster. Because an entire society of dumb people, like, okay, level with me, y'all, level with me. Papa Kishi's about to sound like a schizophrenic ass nigga, but listen. With the invention of the internet, right? We have access to a lot of information, so if everyone was still as smart as the millennials, or even before, like, if we had the intelligence of Gen Xers, but with the access of internet. Like, imagine a Gen Xer brain. Well, let me not even say we'll say millennials, because millennials did create a lot of shit, like Steve Jobs. Like, imagine an entire society of people on par or just slightly below Steve Jobs, but having access to the modern day internet, because look at what Steve Jobs did without it. So let's purposefully make the general population fucking retards so we can keep controlling them. It's like, what's better? You already created the gun. Just only allow the people who know how to use the gun to use it, and let all the dumb people who don't know how to use it can't use it, because only the smart people can police. I'm the only one who knows how to fire this thing, so you're going to listen to me, right? I'm the only one who knows how to use it. If I throw it to you, you're not gonna know how to use it because you're too stupid. So you're gonna listen to me. I'm just saying. That's what that.
Don't blame
you know I'm
COVID
cooking
for decisions Department of Education is making, okay?
She's actually not wrong, because I do vividly remember this in high school. They were doing this. Some teachers were doing this because of funding. This was in New Jersey. You know, New Jersey is a bit corrupt. But I think, in my opinion, she has hers, that COVID made it worse. COVID's not the entire problem, but it is, I think, a big chunk. There's a fundamental difference. They've even made studies where, you know, simply writing on traditional paper and pen. I'm calling it traditional now. That's fucking crazy, right? Instead of typing all the time, when you write, you kind of internalize the information and learn better over time.
Yeah, that was an actual study. Yo, this I'm gonna post this on YouTube too. It's gonna be long as hell. I don't have time to edit my videos as much. That's why you see like these types of things are just uncut. But like, holy shit, no, this is so right. Like I think it depends on the person too. Like some people might be better at retaining things if they're just naturally gifted. I'm saying gifted to like put myself on a pedestal, because like typing, I remember what I type, but no, definitely like the act of putting in the effort of using your brain to formulate the words with your hand actually makes you like internalize the information better versus just typing it out.
Just simply typing, it's like linked to specific.
But what I'm typing, I talk to myself, so I'm literally like, I will look so mentally ill if you see me alone just typing. Like I don't say it out loud, but like I'm thinking about it. So I feel like writing, or just I'll say actively writing, like thinking about what you're writing as you're doing it, like having the conversation, seeing how it sounds in your head, is a good trait to have. And maybe everyone writes like that. That's how I write. I don't know how other people write because I'm not other people.
Neural pathways in our brain that for some reason finds writing with our hands. I think it's the movement. It all comes together to make a more cohesive learning experience, in the same way that physical contact. You see,
I need to just stop pausing these videos because I'm saying this shit before the niggas say it.
Sound vibrations teaches you better in the long run.
Writing on grade level years before that, okay? You're passing kids along through a system and you're expecting them to get what they need. It's not going to happen. And you can't blame teachers either, because teachers, our hands are forced. And you can't blame parents, because parents actually don't even know what's really going on in the school system. Stop blaming COVID.
And whose fault is that? Listen, teachers passing kids knowing that they've not passed the curriculum just for school funding, they're to blame. The parents who are not involved in their kids' lives and understanding what they're learning on their itineraries or agendas, they're to blame as well. And my
mom used to check my fucking agenda
that weren't necessary, stripping kids of years of social development, education, going to prom, field trips, you know, socializing with other kids.
Prom,
that is a part of the reason too. Like it, you know, multiple things can be.
It's so crazy to think that class of 2020 is like the cutoff for, like, I feel like, yeah, I can throw my people under the bus. I think the last smartest generation of kids that graduated was class of 2019. I think class of 2020 is like a hit or miss, because I know people who are in class of 2020 that are fucking either really, really smart or really, really brainwashed retards. And I'd like to think that I'm one of the brainwashed retards, that I got brainwashed into being smart again. Clip that. I think that was funny. Well, fucking, yeah. And then class of 2021 and 2022, like, I'm sorry, there's people that I know that I find so insufferable that graduated in 2022. Then 2023, 2024, it's like, okay, I see the cutoff point. I see where it's like, it feels like I'm 10 years older than you. The class of 2024, and it's funny because that's the year my girlfriend graduated. And then it's like the resurgence of intelligence is coming from class of 2025. But for some people, it's like rare to find a very smart person from class of 2025. But when you find them, they're mentally smart, but socially they're retarded. But
a podcast called Sold a Story that went viral a few years ago.
I won't even get into 2026. They're still, they just graduated.
How to teach kids to read. For years, many schools used an approach to literacy called balanced literacy, which de-emphasized phonics, the explicit teaching of letter-sound relationships.
So,
see, I'm probably gonna say the same shit that this nigga's about to say right after I say it. But when I was growing up in Jamaica, I learned through phonics. That's why I feel like I'm smarter than a lot of people, because when I see a word that I don't know, I can kind of accurately still pronounce it because I'm looking at, like, I literally deconstruct words. Like, for example, horizontal canvas. That's what I see on my screen up in the top corner for Streamlabs. Horizontal canvas. I know the H makes a sound, and then O, ho, ho, and then the R makes a sound. So hor, I is E, and then, you know, Z or Z, Z, O, N, T, A, E. Horizontal. But then people, you just nowadays, what the way they do the learning is, instead of making you break down each word into its individual parts, they point to the word and tell you how to pronounce the word fully. So you just know how to pronounce words. You don't know the different parts of the words. So it's like, oh, what's that word? Oh, I remember that word is horizontal. Yes, that is the word horizontal. But then if I show you another word that has horizon, you probably don't know how to say horizon. But it's literally just horizontal without the TAL. See, maybe I should become a teacher, but in Jamaica, not up here, not up here. Cause I'm about to box one out of the stupid retarded pitney. I don't know what the fuck me I said. Oh, Levi Pagan.
Phonics, like
what is up, my guy?
Like D sounds and stuff like that.
Kids to guess words from context and pictures, which in my humble
opinion, I
feel like my reading skills drastically declined even just from hearing that suggestion. That sounds so not good. Like I hear that and immediately think that does not sound good.
So they were trying to teach kids to read by remembering words without even learning how to sound individual letters out. What the
exactly?
It says check the picture. So I guess they were trying to link specific words to specific images and or trying to.
And once again, if you learn how to read through this model, you don't understand the meaning of words. You understand how the words make you feel.
Kids, instead of how to actually understand words and how to sound out specific letters so you can sound out or figure out how to say almost any word in the world, they were just trying to teach kids how to remember specific words, essentially remembering something, parroting something without fundamentally understanding the concept, which reminds me of just modern college, right? And this is all people do. They parrot shit without understanding the fundamentals, internalizing the actual concepts, and they get a degree. So yeah, here we are.
The idea was for them to see the same words over and over again and memorize them.
And the problem with that is that extensive research shows that balanced literacy doesn't work.
No shit. Oh, shocking.
Science of reading movement, backed by cognitive neuroscience, has demonstrated that explicit, systematic phonics instruction is more effective, especially for people who struggle to read. And now many schools are switching back to the whole phonics system, but it's kind of too late in a sense, because so many kids are stuck in this old way of teaching. They're already stuck with that foundation. So I think we're gonna have like a 15-year range of people who just can't read and who can't comprehend anything, but it's okay.
Wow. So
because we probably can just corral a bunch of them up and have them push rocks or something. It might be fun to watch.
Yeah, no.
Yo, imagine an entire group of people in a 15-year span. He just corralled them together and made them do like gladiator sports. I swear, that's what the looks maxing retards are basically are. Like, yo, literally, think about it. A group of people, 15 years, we just sterilized them because of how stupid they are. Like, reset the population real fast. But yo, this is getting dystopian. I'm not gonna continue forward with that sentence, bro. Oh yeah, I forgot it's your birthday today. Oh, it's your birthday today? How old are you, Marley? It was my girlfriend's birthday 2 days ago.
from anything important in life. Don't give them a driver's license. Like Gen Alpha, I don't think they should be able to drive. I don't think they should be able to vote if truly they can't even read, like phonetically, and sound things out and understand words and sentences, like comprehending what they mean. They don't deserve to, like, guys, these are the perfect work bots. These are the perfect wage slaves. These are the perfect highly propagandized voter blocks who, you know, they won't even, all you got to do is show them something pretty coming from a person with a nice smile and nice hair, and they're gonna vote for that person, bro. You think it's bad today? Imagine in the like 15 years from now, bro. Holy this will be the generation that was made for you will own nothing and be happy, because they won't even have the concept of understanding what ownership means. And as an elder Gen Z, I'm gonna I think we should fight this. I'm gonna try and fight this, and certainly my kids in the future. Yeah, I'm gonna be with them every.
And this is why I believe. This is why I'm against the anti-natalism movement, because I feel like we've seen how bad the propagandized masses of yesteryear fucked up this current generation of kids. So we'd be doing a service to the economy and the world by having kids and raising them better than what our fucking millennial counterparts fucking did. Like, I feel like that's the actual way to fix the world. They won't have a damn clue. Oh, you're 15? Happy 15th birthday, Marley. You're almost there, bro. You're almost there, ready to go into the workforce, right, brother? 3 more years. All right, well, this video's over.
Because this is scary to me. Guys, what do you think about this? Shout out to Sono Jordan.
Aloha, aloha. Yo, what is up? What is up, Sonny? Culture.